Good morning, Stampers. This is Jenny Day. So glad that you've joined me. I wanted to share with you a video today, an idea based on what one of my customers had said. And they really like the monthly paper pumpkin kits that they get in the mail. But this month was a notepad holder, and she wondered what else she could do with it. So I thought one of the things that we haven't quite done is made maybe some different projects out of it. So before I get to my project, I wanted to share you a tip that's really pretty handy for me. And so for storing all the things that come in the pumpkin kit, like envelopes and paper, the little Stampin' Spots and other things that come in there, I do save my boxes and put them on my shelf, but I do want to use the stamps more often in other projects. So you use the clear cases that Stampin' Up sells. They really store anything, but I took the insert that comes with Paper Pumpkin and just slipped it in here, folded it so it fit, and I wrote the name Memo Medley and the date that it came. So then that way I can take the stamps that came with the kit and store them in there and put them on my shelf. So that way I'm using the stamps more often, and I can go to my kit and use up the rest for other projects in the other boxes. So now with that tip, what we are going to make, we're going to transform this nice little notepad. It is a nice notepad. I actually use it. It's got the wood grain, and it looks like it's got Calypso coral color. It's got some string, and it's got some stamps that it comes with, and it is all out of, to do, and it comes with a stamp that says notes. So there has to be something else practical we can use if we're ordering this kit, and also for our classes if we're demonstrators, because we don't want to not look forward to these kits and say, oh, there wasn't much to it this month. Well, there's a lot we can do, because Stampin' Up encourages creativity. So let's create. Let's use what we have every month and use them into different projects and help our customers. So note, we're going to make this notepad holder that has a little pen, and it holds a post-it note here, little pad, and it's really pretty handy to have in your purse to give as gifts, and you're really utilizing what comes in the Paper Pumpkin kit. So here's the measurements here. I use this as a model, and I just use it and keep it with my stamping things. So this measures 3.5 by 7 1/8. Then I scored it at 3 1/4, and then I couldn't figure out what the rest, so I just made this simple. This is a 3.5, and then I added 1/4 more. This is 4 and added 1/4 more, because I couldn't figure out what that was, no matter how much my brain tried. So if you use this as a demo, you can make these really fast. So we already have one that's already cut, and so to mimic what we had in the kit this month, I got my wood grain stamp, and I stamped this piece of baked brown sugar, and I just stamped it this way, and then here we go, we have fold lines. So, but before I fold it, I used my quilt mat, and I cut about a 1/2 inch in to make a little room for the pen, and then you've already got the score lines. So then fold it like an accordion, then pop out your pen piece, and that is all there is to it. It's your case already. So we're going to do a little stamping now. I'm going to use a scrap of white, and we're just going to use that cute little Stampin' Spot. We really want to utilize and use everything that comes in the kit, because why spend more money? You look forward to having the kit each month. So I stamped the word notes on some paper, and we're just going to bring in this punch. We're going to bring in the label punch, and that's just real easy to punch out. So we've got notes there, and then we're going to utilize a little more of this. So we're going to take a little piece and cut the note the little note there. And then we have a scrap of the Calypso Coral, and I just laid it right on top there so you can kind of see it. It gives it a decorative look. And then I'm going to glue the notes right on top, so you can really decorate it some more if you want. You could even go around the edges. But now I've had one almost completely done here, so I'll show you the next step. So use the baker's twine. This is Calypso Coral, in kind of going with the theme. I just wrapped it around twice, made a little knot. Then get your boho punch out. And I punched out a big one, and I even used a scrap of this lined paper for the middle, and then baked brown sugar and put a rhinestone. So then you glue that right there, and it's super simple. And the other thing I have to say is, when you go to glue it, when you open it up, it's supposed to be shorter, and the end, this back end, supposed to be longer. So put your sticky tape, your sticky strip, right on this part. Then glue it down to make sure it's nice and stable. And when you do, it's not going anywhere. When you can pull on it. Then you put your pen inside it, and you take your sticky notes, and this has a sticky strip in it, so we'll just peel that off. And that pretty much does stick when you put it in there. Just stick it in there, make sure it's up against the little wall you made, and there you have it. You have a cute little notepad that you made from your inspiration from your Paper Pumpkin Memo Medley for this month. Here's another idea. I just want to show you what I did with the introductory package. This one says, "Hey there, friend." So I put it in a case, and this one was really fun. Here's what the notepad looks like. I just used the gray paper and all of the elements in the box, even the gray Stampin' Spot, and I made it like the card, condensed it down, and made this into a different project that could be useful too. So that is a really good idea to use. I have a couple more sets too, and tune in next time, and I'm going to figure out something to do with the Wahoo set. So, and if you haven't taken advantage of this Paper Pumpkin, you could go to jennydaysstamps.stampinup.net. You choose me as your demonstrator and get this Paper Pumpkin kit each month for $19.95. That's shipping included, and you will have a really fun time. And even if you might not be inspired, there's lots of ideas out there, and play with it. It's so much fun. Have a great day.